As I'm sure you're aware, if you are a faithful subscriber to rosserm11, then I recently did a video explaining my top 5 WWE superstars. For some reason, the last few minutes of it actually didn't get published, so I'm going to make this shorter. If any of you do not realise, my number 1 was The Undertaker. Now, I received another message from Cornish Bro 7, who I got the name wrong last time, and he said to do a video explaining the top 5 WWE legends that don't do wrestling anymore. So here's my top 5. At number 5, it's Bret the Hitman Hart. Bret Hart has been known for many things. Being a really long time WWE champion, having won the Royal Rumble, as I'm sure a lot of people would have done. In 1997, he actually came second to winning the Rumble. He was really close. I can't actually think of much for any of these. I'm just going to say what I know. Bret Hart returned last year with his big rivalry with Mr. McMahon, the chairman of the WWE, and that went off to a bang until Bret Hart finally defeated him at WrestleMania 26, so that was good. He hasn't been around for quite a bit though now because he got attacked by the Nexus, as I'm sure many of you would know. So we're all looking forward to him returning very soon. Oh wait, actually he didn't get beaten up by the Nexus. Oh wait, it was at SummerSlam. That was when he was last seen. Then I now move on to my number 4. My number 4 is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels has been around the business, was around the business since 1985, the longest running of anybody else, until he retired and The Undertaker took his place. The biggest thing that Shawn Michaels did in his career, in my imagine, was defeating Bret the Hitman Hart in the Iron Man match at WrestleMania 12. During that match, both of them didn't win a single pinfall in the 60 seconds. However, it was ordered to continue, and Shawn Michaels won it then, and retained it for a lot of those years. Shawn Michaels, in 1995-1996, was the second ever superstar to win the Royal Rumble 2 times in a row. And Shawn Michaels retired in his best by losing to The Undertaker last year at WrestleMania 26, and he had his nice farewell speech. This year, however, he is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, and if you missed WWE Raw last week, he super kicked Alberto Del Rio right in the skull. So he's still got his moves. And it's brilliant that Shawn Michaels got down such an idiot that is Alberto Del Rio. So that was my number 4, Shawn Michaels. Number 3 is The Rock. Or if any of you do not know who The Rock was, it's that great actor, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. The Rock was a really fearsome competitor. He has had so many WWE championships in his time, and has been in loads of movies. Because I've seen a lot of his movies, including The Tooth Fairy, The Game Plan. Well, he's actually done a lot of Disney films. However, my favourite film he was in was it was Get Smart, and he got the most awesome death because as he was the villain, he burned into a train, and then you could smell what The Rock was doing. So I've just made that joke up on the spot. That's terrible. So I'm doing these really shortly because I might run out of time again. My number 2 is, I'm sure many of you are thinking, that this guy was going to be number 1. But no, I've chosen this guy for number 2. It is the one, the only, the immortal Hulk Hogan. Before many of you ask why, but Hulk Hogan wrestles in TNA at the moment. He doesn't actually wrestle, he's just the manager. He does sometimes wrestle, but he is still retired. Hulk Hogan changed the way we think of professional wrestling. The first man ever to win the Royal Rumble 2 times in a row. His biggest victory was against Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3, which was an incredible matchup. If any of you have seen that, you have to agree with me, don't you? Hulk Hogan did have his time when he was a baddie during the NWO, back in the Attitude Era, which a lot of people wish was still around. Hulk Hogan was in the NWO until 2002, when he lost to The Rock at WrestleMania 18. And that's when he turned good again. But now he's turned bad again back when he's in TNA. I'm sure I actually thought that he would actually, because I'm not sure if any of you remember, but when he entered for the first time, did any of you realise that his entrance music was the same music as the NWO theme? I was wondering why that he'd chosen that. Hopefully Hulk Hogan will return good very soon. And bringing on to my number 1. This man is the greatest SOB in the history of the WWE. He is now a professional actor like The Rock. He has been known as the man who held Mr. McMahon when Donald Trump shaved him bald. I am talking about the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm sure many of you were expecting this to be either number 2, like you thought Hulk Hogan was going to be number 1. Anyway, Stone Cold Steve Austin was a badass all of his career in the WWE. His biggest rivalry was with The Undertaker, probably, in 1999 with the corporate ministry and the Ministry of Darkness. Before Stone Cold Steve Austin retired, but returned at WrestleMania 25 to bid farewell to the WWE Universe as he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. He hated that suit. He went out and got back on his Austin 316 and drove to the ramp and had a cold one with his friend Jim Ross. Last year, Stone Cold Steve Austin was actually the guest host for WWE Raw and was in the ring when Miss McMahon and Bret Hart signed the form. Stone Cold will hopefully very soon be returning to our WWE screens very soon. And when he does, he will mean business. He will destroy anything that goes in his way, as he has always done. So, in review, my top 5 WWE superstars or legends. Number 5, Bret Hitman Hart. Number 4, Shawn Michaels. Number 3, The Rock. Number 2, Hulk Hogan. And number 1, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Until next time, my WWE fans, and to Cornish Bro 7, who very shortly, I think, will be doing this video, rest in peace.